Buying your first home is exciting. It's also one of the fastest ways to light money on fire if you don't know what you're doing. If you're buying your first home in Edmonton and you don't understand this process, you can make expensive mistakes fast. So here's actually what works step by step. Most first-time buyers think the first step at looking at homes is looking online. It's not. The first step is getting your money straight. Pre-approvals don't guarantee a final approval. You still need cash for closing costs on top of your down payment. And here's where people mess up. They think pre-approval means done deal. It doesn't. Your lender can still recheck your finances, review the actual property, and even decline the mortgage later if something changes or if the property doesn't fit their standards. In Canada, minimum down payment rules depend on price. For homes up to $500,000, the minimum is 5%. From $500,000 to $1.5 million, it's 5% on the first $500,000 and 10% on the rest. If your down payment is under 20%, you'll typically need mortgage loan insurance. You should also be prepared for upfront or closing costs like legal fees, inspection fees, property tax adjustments, and title insurance. These can run roughly 1.5 to 4% of the purchase price. In Alberta, you also deal with land title registration fees instead of traditional provincial land transfer tax. A lot cheaper. Once the budget is real, then you can start searching. This is where most first-time homebuyers waste the most time. They chase dream homes instead of buying lanes. You need to decide what matters most. Price, area, home type, monthly payment, renovation tolerance, commute, resale potential. If you skip that, you'll bounce around listings for months and learn nothing. At this stage, you go to property tours. Online photos lie all the time. Layout, noise, smell, deferred maintenance, weird renovations, bad condo feel, rough streets. Once you find the right place, you write an offer. In Alberta, the purchase agreement lays out terms like purchase price, deposit amount, and financing terms. Now, this is where the negotiation actually matters. Price matters, obviously, but so does possession date, conditions, included terms, deposit strength, and how clean the offer looks. Most first-time buyers will use conditions. The big ones are usually financing and home inspection. Those give you time to confirm the mortgage and make sure there isn't something ugly hiding behind the fresh paint. This is the part where you do your homework, not guess. If you waive protections you don't understand, that's not confidence, that's gambling. Fresh paint has fooled better people than you. Get the inspection. When the offer is accepted, the deposit goes in under the contract terms. But accepted offer still does not mean closed deal. You still need to satisfy conditions, and your lender still needs to sign off on the property and your file. Once financing's approved, inspection issues are handled, and your due diligence is done, conditions come off and the deal goes firm. That's the point where transactions become a lot more serious and a lot harder to back out of cleanly. Then your lawyer takes over the legal closing side. Alberta real estate closings involve land title registration and legal conveyancing work. Lawyers and realtors also have client identification obligations when they provide legal services or real estate services, so they expect ID and paperwork. You'll sign closing documents, send your remaining down payment and closing funds, and your lawyer will handle the transfer for you. On closing day, the money moves, the title gets dealt with, and once everything is complete, you get possession. Then you get the keys and the house finally becomes yours. So that's the actual order, not browsing listings, falling in love, and then hoping the bank agrees. It's budget first, strategy second, offer third, conditions fourth, lawyer, and closing last. If you're a first-time buyer in Edmonton, go watch a few more of my videos on this channel. And if you're serious about making a move, there's a link in my description where you can reach out.